Save the children shouldn't be a slogan for a piece of trash cryptocurrency. It should be the motto for every decent human being. As a father of 4, I go all in on anything you could do for children at any time. But these pieces of garbage, Ricegum, Sommer Ray, the Faze Clan, and a bunch of others are literally promoting Save the Children cryptocurrency. I've talked about this for a long time. While most of these cryptocurrencies are trash, most of them aren't worth investing in. Most of them aren't worth your time. Most of them should be illegal. The feds need to investigate these scum of the earth garbage YouTubers. This is a serious problem, and we're going to break it down today in Operation Save the Children for Real. Using this as a ploy to pull at people and make them think they're donating to some charity. Look, you got a charity to save the children. I'm all in. A lot of people are all in. If it's a real thing. This is to line these scumbags' pockets. Now, I had a really good video planned for today on a privacy tutorial, but instead of that, I want to talk about this because I made the mistake in one of my videos talking about you should only invest in cryptocurrencies that do something, right? Speed up transactions, add value. Talked about this on Odyssey.com where Odyssey and the library token, because you're promoting the free exchange of blockchain distributed video. You look at some of these other cryptos that do something, okay? These guys, of course, Save the Children will take Bitcoin. Of course you'll take Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a garbage pump and dump marketing ploy of a cryptocurrency, and this is even worse. And the fact that so many people are out here, we just saw the recently late John McAfee pumping and dumping cryptos because he destroyed his life, went bankrupt like 3 times, or on the verge of, and then was pumping and dumping cryptos and scamming people up into the bitter end. Okay, now we're seeing it with these trash YouTubers that are famous just for being famous. They have no talent, they have no skills. They'd all be working at fast food restaurants if it wasn't for, by happenstance, they got a little bit popular on a social media platform for a couple years. Now nobody cares. People stop watching and they're like, what do we do? They didn't build a company. They didn't do something big. They just got popular for being popular. You get these good-looking kids, young, up-and-coming females, males, whatever it is, and their social media pictures catch fire, or their YouTube couple videos, maybe they're a little bit funny, maybe they catch on a little trend. Next thing they know, they got a little following, and they're making a little bit more than they would have at Jack in the Box. And now their following falls apart because they have no talent and people have moved on, and the internet just regurgitates through people all the time. And so you get people. Ricegum has been caught on 2 or 3 scams at least. He was doing that scam where you buy tickets or tokens and you unlock things. And of course, when he did it, he's unlocking Yeezys and all this other garbage. It was a gambling site basically, but it was disguised as something else. And he was scamming children to buy these tickets or tokens. Ricegum's one of the biggest scam artists on the internet. And then you've got these other clowns, same thing, no talent, and they're using crypto. And this is why the crypto has such a bad rep. It was supposed to be a decentralized currency. It was supposed to revolutionize the monetary system, but it is just the #1 toolkit for scam artists to screw people over. We are going to have a situation soon where the federal government comes down on cryptocurrency in the United States of America with a massive Thor's hammer. And then cryptocurrency is going to lose all of its appeal, all of its desire. I predicted the Bitcoin crash about 2 months before it happened in video, and I get a lot of comments on a daily basis now on how I predict that crash. And I've said before, I'm not some genius, I'm not Nostradamus. I could see the writing on the wall, which is why I made that video. A lot of people said, oh, you're crazy, you're a hater of Bitcoin. I'm not a hater of Bitcoin, I'm a realist, which is why I've been successful in business when most of you haven't. Well, everything I said was going to happen came true, and Bitcoin crashed. I've been talking about how the federal government's going to come in and start doing some regulation a year ago, and then they started regulating other cryptocurrencies. They started attacking certain cryptocurrencies. The SEC's in lawsuits with like 3 or 4 dozen cryptocurrencies on a major scale, and it's just going to get worse. And they're going to go after more and more of them, and these people are part of the problem. These garbage people that are using things like Save the Children, that is just... They should be investigated. They're not even decent human beings. How that people still watch these, especially people like Ricegum. That is the biggest pile of garbage I've ever seen on the internet. Sadly, he's from where I live in Vegas, and another disgrace. The guy is just literally a disgrace to humanity. And so are these other people to use something like this as a ploy to get ahead and make a couple bucks. They're ambassadors of, no, you're not. Go save the children. Use your wealth. And Ricegum living in like a 7-story house, go use your wealth to actually save children instead of scam children or scam impressionable young people into buying your useless crap. A token that you pumped and dumped and the price the bottom fell out of. Oh, shock to no one. This keeps happening. We keep seeing these pump and dump schemes in crypto, which is why so many people are pulling away from crypto. The crypto market is going to continue to deflate. The reason it's going to continue to deflate is it's losing a lot of trust. It's losing a lot of people who want a serious investment. We all know crypto is not an actual currency. The problem with crypto is it's branded as a currency. A lot of people want to brand it as property to try to keep the government away. A little late for that, and the government has redefined it in a few different bills. And with the federal government launching the Fed coin, which I've talked about at length on this channel, it's going to cripple all cryptocurrency compared to where it was. And so what a lot of these people are doing is, since the heyday of crypto is starting to fall apart, they're trying to find a way where, hey, how can we, make a quick buck? And we've seen that with a lot of people pumping and dumping coins. That seems to be the most popular thing. Get some influencers on board, some people who have an audience, pump and dump a coin. Hey, this coin's gonna go to the moon. Hey, this useless Dogecoin. Or hey, we're gonna pump and dump GameStop. And look, I'm all in for communities coming together like they did on Reddit and going after the man and saying, hey, you're not just gonna keep suppressing us. But if people come together and know what they're getting into, but to blatantly use something like Save the Children and then use that, I mean, again, we don't need middlemen to save the children. We don't need cryptocurrencies to save the children. We don't even need charities. We need organizations that go after human trafficking or all the other issues that children have, because it is a billion or trillion dollar global business and it shouldn't be. So if you want to pull at people's heartstrings with things like this, you're a scumbag. And that's what these big influencers are. Again, they're glorified dishwashers at Burger King, which nothing wrong with that if that's what you do. But that's their talent level, an entry-level job, and they got a little bit popular for a little while. Look at them. None of them are doing all that much. Why? They don't have any talent. There's no talent. That one kid, the Faze kid, came out and said, I'm really passionate. Listen, he did decent in his recent boxing match. Should have stuck with that. Came out and talked about in his text or his social media post how he's really passionate about the crypto space but needs to learn more. You need to learn more before you open your mouth. And also, you're not really passionate about crypto. Nobody's really passionate about crypto. There's nothing to be passionate about. You put some money in it and it grows or it doesn't, period. It's a bunch of BS across the board. Passionate about what? It's not a skill. It's not even a thing, okay? It's some ones and zeros on a computer screen in your crypto wallet, or if you're tracking the prices of cryptos go up and down. Wow, big passion. You're not passionate about it at all. You're trying to make easy money. What most people are passionate about is two things with crypto. There's people like me who love privacy coins so we could take back some of our privacy and anonymity, things like Monero and Pirate Chain, right? What crypto was supposed to be, what we all thought it was going to be back in 2012. And there's other people looking to make a quick buck and they're passionate about screwing people over, like this clown from Faze Clown or Faze whatever. That's what they're passionate about. Nah. As a father of four, I cannot get on board for these scams, and I get asked a lot of questions. Now, I'm not a big influencer. I've got a small channel and a small voice, but I'm never going to be quiet on things like these, because these are scam artists and frauds. And while they may still go on with their millions of followers and everyone thinking how great they are, even though if you actually knew them, they're all a disaster. And that's why they're trying to make a quick buck, because most influencers don't make as much money as a lot of people think, and they're trying to keep this facade going. Especially people like Ricegum, he's got to keep that facade to pretend he's rich, right? Got to have the next Lamborghini, even if it's a lease. You got to have this big mansion, even if you're only renting it. You got to have these fancy clothes, even if you're begging people to send them to you for free so you could talk about them in your videos and get some kids. this life that these clowns live is not what you think. Now, there are a few influencers that are legit successful, and usually they're the most humble, down-to-earth people. And most of them, if you notice, the most successful influencers, what have they done? They've built businesses around what they've done. And the reason is they've treated it as a business, and they realize this is a fleeting thing. Influence is a fleeting thing, and most influencers don't have much influence. Okay, then there's people like me who have a small voice, and I don't have influence. I'm highly educated in a few niches, and so I can provide value through content. I can give you my opinion, you can take it or leave it. I can give you some of my knowledge through tutorials, you could take it or leave it. These people don't have anything like that, so they're stuck to scamming children. Now, their usual scams are bad enough, but when you start saying save the children, they literally need to be investigated by the feds at this point. And if it starts taking down these cryptos, so be it. Crypto's garbage anyway. I don't care if that's not a popular statement. Crypto doesn't do what crypto, it's just a way to track people. It's worse than the average tracking. Crypto is garbage. It can be manipulated. It can be tracked. It's not anonymous. Most of it's not even fungible, and most of these passionate people don't even know anything about crypto. I've had debates with people who are so passionate about crypto investors, they don't even know the basic fundamentals of how cryptocurrency works, how the blockchain works. I guarantee if I had a debate with these idiots, they couldn't tell you anything about how crypto works, what it is, but yet they're ambassadors? Really? Smooth move. Anyway, I appreciate you guys checking out this video. Save the children for real. Do everything you can for children for real, and completely turn your back on garbage scum that give a black eye to the social media industry and the crypto industry as a whole. I may just have a small, tiny little voice on here, but I'm not going to stand for this BS. These scumbag losers literally exploiting children. Nah, I'm good.